Yeah, you read that right. My brand is going to succeed just for the simple fact that I'm Muslim. Watch this whole video if you don't believe me. And let me make clear that in this video, I'm not trying to preach to y'all or convert y'all to Islam. I'm really just trying to set a reminder for myself, first and foremost. But if, like, in doing so, if you guys get some wisdom that might help you with your own business or whatever y'all are trying to do, then so be it, man. Yeah, try to learn from anything. With that being said, I believe that Islam and its fundamental principles, when applied to business, can definitely lead to success. And my business, Shop the Silkiest, my clothing brand, is going to be an example of that. I truly believe that 100% wholeheartedly. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys why. So in order to explain to you guys why fully, I first need to explain what a brand is. A brand is essentially an extension of oneself. So my brand, Shop the Silkiest, is an extension of myself. For example, the drop that I'm currently working on, the Silkiest Basketball shorts, I thought of because it combined the two things that I care about a lot: fashion and basketball. Basketball being what I'm gonna do in college. I'm gonna be a college basketball player at Oberlin College at D3 in the NCAA conference. And yeah, another thing that I really care about is fashion. Like, I even took a fashion history course this past year. But I thought, I've had this clothing brand since I think the start of junior year. So it's been about a full year since I started this brand. But I haven't been able to invest a lot of time into it until now because classes have ended about a month ago, and we had a designated time, which is called senior initiative, for you to work on a project which you're passionate about. And my business was something that I'm passionate about, but I had no time because I was focused on other stuff. So now I chose to dedicate this time to doing a full drop, and I wanted to put all of my time into it. And so that's what I've been doing for the past month. But yeah, about why my clothing brand is a representation of myself. So Shop the Silkiest combines all the stuff that I care about intensely. Fashion, feel me, being a fashion nigga that I am, you dig? With also being an athlete, as athletics is something that takes up most of my time. Like, most days I work out like twice a day, and yeah, that college athlete grind is no joke. Feel me? So yeah, just the Silkiest basketball shorts are an example of how I combine those two things, fashion and basketball, into a product that should essentially help those who care about the same things as me, fashion and basketball. So what I did was create an athletic version of jean shorts. Jean shorts are the wave right now, to be honest. Like, everybody and their mother owns a pair of jean shorts. But as a basketball player and as someone who is on the court so much, I couldn't wear jean shorts myself because you can't wear denim on the basketball court. It's just mad uncomfortable. So what I thought is, why don't I make a pair of shorts which are comfortable enough to wear on the basketball court and functional enough to wear on the basketball court, but they look like denim. Feel me? They look like jean shorts, if you get what I'm putting down. So that's what I dedicated all of my time this past month to doing. And yeah, that's what the Silkiest basketball shorts are, which will be dropping later this week, I think. So stay tuned for that. The Shop the Silkiest, as you can see, is an extension of myself. But now let's talk about why, through Islam, I'm going to make this brand succeed. So Islam has a various few principles, as outlined in the Quran, as outlined in the Hadith, the way the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam lived, that I think, when applied to business, will 100% lead to success. The first one of these principles that Islam teaches is consistency. In Islam, Muslims are supposed to pray 5 times a day, no matter what. And this same consistency, when applied to business, no matter what you're doing, actually, will 100% propel you to success. In order to be successful at anything, you must be consistent with it. Only through consistent efforts will you achieve success. And that consistency in whatever it is leads to discipline, because even when you don't want to do something, such as even when if you're feeling down or something, if you're feeling sick, you don't feel like praying, you force yourself to do it because you know it will better you in the long run. And yeah, the same thing should be applied for whatever it is: content creation, if you're working on a business, if you're an athlete. And yeah, that is what I will use to propel myself to success with Shop the Silkiest. The second of these principles is called NIYYAH, or intention. In Islam, everything starts with intention. That means whatever you do, like praying, whether you're making dua, which is another form of prayer than salat, like the thing we do 5 times a day. And yeah, you're supposed to be intentional with everything, whether it comes to like relationships, prayer, like all of it. Your whole life should be intentional. And running a brand with intention will also make the grind sustainable. And because you're like so intentional about everything you're doing with regards to your business, your mood or your motivation isn't consistent. Feel me? It goes up and down and up and down. But when you're in those downs, leading with intention is what's going to get you out of it, and is what's going to allow you to keep going consistently regardless of how you're feeling. And it's also why with a brand, you shouldn't just be chasing trends or clout, because you're building something that aligns with your values. And if your values are consistent, then it's not going to ebb and flow like trends do. You're trying to build something that supersedes these trends, that goes over them, like rises above them, and it's going to stay no matter what the trend is. So that's why you can't be following trends as a business owner. Feel me? Same thing with your faith. All right. So for the third thing, we'll be talking about humility and patience. Business will humble you. There's going to be weeks where, things are not going too well, post flop, you feel like people aren't as engaged, but you have to be patient. Just like Islam teaches, you gotta have sabr. You never rush qadr, which is the divine decree. Feel me? The way Allah wants things to happen is gonna happen. There's no such thing as coincidence, or at least that's what I believe. Feel me? You just gotta trust the process. And that's helped me stay calm in the down moments. And that's, yeah, just know that being consistent and having faith that things will work out the way that they're supposed to will carry you through, just as it carries me through. There's a quote that really drives me through this in the Quran, which is "Inna ma'al usri yusra, fa inna ma'al usri yusra." Indeed, with hardship comes ease, and indeed, with hardship comes ease. And this is just a profound statement to me, because it like gives me faith and reassurance that through hard times, or you got to get through hard times in order to get ease. Like, there's not a single thing that's hard which you do in your life which an easy thing will not come after it. And that it just gives me so much motivation that through whatever challenge I face, there's going to be ease from it. The next thing is the pursuit of knowledge. So in Islam, seeking knowledge is an obligation, and it's not just religious knowledge. It's like any knowledge which benefits you. So I took that seriously. I studied so much, like, about how successful clothing brands operate, which I should implement in my own clothing brand, with like how successful business owners run their own business. And yeah, as an example, so at school, I run business and entrepreneurship club with one of my friends, right? And luckily, we have a person in the club now as club head, because yeah, like, we had elections and everything, but he has a lot of connections, and we were able to get one very, very successful billionaire by the name of Marc, who is the CEO of Wonder, and he's a minority owner of the Timberwolves. But I remember specifically one question I asked, which he had a profound answer to, which I found resonated so much with what Islam teaches. I was like taken aback from it. And the question was, the world deems you as successful because of how much money you have. But what determines success in your eyes? Like, what makes you successful to yourself? And what he responded to that was, I deem myself successful based on whether or not I can give more than I take. And he says he approaches everything like that. Every single relationship he has, every business he has, like, am I giving more than I can take? And I thought that was just such a profound thing to say, especially from a billionaire, someone who, because of the capitalistic world we live in, has such perceived success. Like, by worldly standards, he is completely successful just because of just because he's a billionaire. Like, a billion is a whole lot of money, you feel me? But yeah, if you're only chasing money, you'll never be satisfied. But that's a topic for another day, feel me? But yeah, it's like, damn, bro, like, somebody that successful thinks that giving back is more important than taking. Like, if everybody applied that, the world would be such a different place. And Islam teaches the exact same thing, which was profound. Yeah, back to my point. Like, every day that you aren't learning something, you fall behind. And yeah, the way that you approach business, if you approach business like a student of the game, you will definitely stay ahead. So pursuit of knowledge is definitely something important. So now we've approached the end of the video, and I hope that I answered to you guys how Islam will 100% lead me to success, or how I believe so. Islam taught me not only how to pray, it taught me a belief system, and not only a belief system, but a system that if you put it into practice, it will 100% better your life, no matter what, bro. No matter what. And at the end of the day, everybody's on their own journey, feel me? But as long as you have a purpose that is greater than yourself, and you are striving towards that every single day with through consistent efforts, I'm pretty, bro, you are gonna be successful. That's just how it is. And yeah, if you're on your own grind, I hope that you take some of these lessons with you and they're able to benefit you in some way. So yeah, and if you mess with what I've said, like with my clothing brand, mess with what Shop the Silkiest stands for, I hope you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where I post the behind the scenes of the process, the behind the scenes of being a collegiate level athlete, as well as being a clothing brand owner, a young entrepreneur. And yeah, just keep going along like for the journey with me. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. Peace.